weighing in at 240 pounds, Dennis Condrey. His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, the national television champion, Wildfire, Tommy Rich.
Tommy Wildfire Rich, with his last television championship appearance, is putting the title on the line for a final time. If he wins this match, he will retire the belt and a tournament will be held. If he loses, obviously, Condrey will become the new television champion. But Rich has stated he has one goal now, one goal alone. That, of course, is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Good move. Rich breaks it up with Condrey. Condrey, drawn by a drawing process, caught with a good shoulder smash drop to the canvas. Tommy Rich in the yellow trunks. Condrey in the black, and it's Rich with a side headlock and the hip lock takedown. Condrey trying for a rolling pin, could not get it. And it was Rich coming off that second rope into a hip lock takedown. One fall, television championship on the line. Rich now, good shoulder smash. Condrey caught Rich coming in that time, using the knees. Condrey very quickly closing in on Tommy Rich. Uses that knee lift again to the midsection of Tommy Rich. Front face lock now by Condrey. Both men back on their feet once again. An all-important match for both men. I'm sure that Tommy Rich would like to be able to retire that belt undefeated. Condrey, I'm sure, wants that belt for obvious reasons, the prestige and the money. To say nothing of the personal satisfaction of being able to say that he defeated Tommy Wildfire Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Hip toss, Condrey complaining, but it certainly appeared that everything was all right. Condrey unloading some heavy artillery now on Tommy Rich. Rich hurtled back into the ring. Condrey in the lateral press. Rich powers out before the count of 3. Condrey back on his feet, closes in. Good ankle sweep by Tommy Rich. Took Condrey off his feet. Condrey, a thrust to the throat, but has Rich in trouble. And it is Rich to that canvas once again. And now it is Rich caught again in the throat by Condrey. Being warned by the referee, and you can hear the chant of the crowd. Let's go, Tommy. Going to a standing guillotine. And Mantell out there issuing encouragement to Dennis Condrey. There you see Dutch Mantell pacing back and forth. Good reversal by Tommy Rich. Bottom of the vertical body block. Rich in behind his man, gets the sleeper hold. Rich in behind, gets the sleeper hold. Condrey hurtled into Mantell. And now Tommy Rich, after got behind, catches him from behind. Condrey could have Rich in a lot of trouble here. Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship here in Georgia, now in a lot of trouble as Condrey pressing a full advantage. Beautiful move. Beautiful move.
Down here on Bobby Garrett. He brings Garrett's leg to the outside, and drives it around that steel ring post. Mr. Bobby Garrett's going to be sorry that he attacked Kevin Sullivan before the opening bell. You can rest assured of that. And Bobby Garrett is feeling the punishment of Kevin Sullivan right now, as Kevin Sullivan is getting Bobby Garrett in that figure 4 leg lock, and Bobby Garrett has conceded. He's given it up as Kevin Sullivan continues to apply the figure 4 leg lock here on Garrett. The referee trying to get Kevin Sullivan to break it up. Here comes Steve Kern into the ring, and Kern is asking his friend Kevin Sullivan here to break it up. Finally, Sullivan does break it up. But nevertheless, your winner, the winner of this match, is Kevin Sullivan.
325 pounds, Abdullah the Butcher, managed by the great Mephisto. His opponent, weighing in at 320 pounds, Billy B. Good.
The bell is rung, but it's Abdullah the Butcher after Billy B. Good. And Billy B. Good, who had his hands inside his robe, has not had a chance to get them out as Abdullah has caught him from behind. Abdullah the Butcher pounding away, and Billy B. Good outside the ring now. And this is a massive individual. And a good solid forearm that, and Abdullah the Butcher may be finding his maker here. Billy B. Good started to arm whip him up, but the Butcher catches him in the side of the face. Abdullah the Butcher. Billy B. Good hurdled outside that ring, and Abdullah the Butcher hurdling him against that steel ring apron once again. Billy B. Good trying to get it together now. Abdullah the Butcher back inside the ring. The count is on. Billy B. Good outside. And it's Abdullah catching him before he can come into the ring. Billy B. Good hanging on, and again, Billy B. Good outside on the concrete. As Abdullah closes in once again, Billy B. Good caught now. Billy B. Good stepping through the ring. Caught in that corner. Billy B. Good dropped to the canvas once again. There you see the great Mephisto pacing back and forth outside the ring, watching, but obviously being very careful not to interfere. Abdullah the Butcher comes charging across, crashes down across the throat of Billy B. Good. Did not allow the pin. Abdullah the Butcher. Might have some kind of a chance against this man, has now totally succumbed to the power.
There's one thing in the Southeast, no matter where you go, where it's at. There's one thing all over the world, no matter where you go, where it's at. Every major network, every major TV station, every major place, from New Orleans to Hawaii, to Atlanta, to Marietta, all up and down the East Coast, all over the world, Dusty Rhodes, the American dream. Heavy demand. Heavy demand for the man. Looking fine on the TV monitor, Dusty Rhodes. When you start talking about bad, when you start talking about things that's past, I start thinking about parking lots. I start thinking about tire tools. And I start remember laying on some cold floors, you know, and getting up, picking myself up. Getting drove to be the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, the tire power. Tell it like it is what they say. Dusty Rhodes, they tell me, go out and tell it like it is. Well, I'm going to tell you like it is. In Atlanta, I'm there. Abdullah the Butcher. It might as well be the baddest. I'm glad it's the baddest. Because when Dusty Rhodes returned to Atlanta, I wanted to be the baddest. And Abdullah the Butcher is the baddest. And in the I'm there with my thousands and thousands of fans and all my pretty ladies waiting on a dream to get shot and finished. Abdullah the Butcher, we got business. In the I'm there, we got heavy business.
Terry Funk. His opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 210 pounds, Gerald Finley. Gerald Finley.
Gerald Finley going up against Terry Funk. Want to say a happy birthday to Tom Blaylock. Terry Funk, that arm still bandaged. Finley up against those ropes, and it is Funk watching his man carefully. And it is Funk, totally irate. Lashes out with a foot in his wild, wild left hand that missed. Attacking that injured arm, and Funk is trying to control himself. Well, that's perfectly legal. Finley has that right. Funk trying to overpower his man. Forearm that takes Finley back to the canvas once again. Funk again catches him with an elbow. Finley fires to the midsection, but it just glanced across the stomach. Funk lashes out, a boot to the chest. He misses with that hand, and it is a good recovery. Came back, snap there, came down with that elbow. Finley was out of the way, catches with an arm drag takedown. Another arm drag takedown by Gerald Finley, and Funk in trouble. Cut with a beautiful flying drop kick. Finley on his feet in a study of rage, frustration, and perhaps a little bit of humiliation now. Look at the face of Terry Funk. And the grimly determined face of Gerald Finley. Terry Funk back to his feet. Arm drag and twist, and that forearm also his biceps and triceps. Now Finley back to the canvas. Funk drives a knee into the base of the skull. Using the neck breaker. Finley powers out before the count of 3. And Funk, frustrated, he thought the count was too slow, but referee with a standard count. Funk brings him again, a full body slam. And that appears to have bothered the lumbar section of Gerald Finley. Funk is an interesting mixture of personalities. Finley driven back to those ropes. He's hanging on now, Funk. Tremendously confident. The right hand, another right hand. He uncorked that one. And Finley in trouble now, hanging on those ropes. Beautiful reversal on Funk. And Finley charges in. Finley has Terry Funk in trouble now. Finley charges again. Good shoulder smash to the chest, and it is now Finley. Flipping Funk up. Went up for a drop kick, but Funk held onto those ropes. And Terry Funk taking advantage of that situation. He was ahead of his man. One has to admit that. Funk bringing him up on the pile driver. And Finley, those 26 vertebrae jammed like that, it is all over.